Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another chapter of the New Champions universe. And we're trying a solo story tonight. Several months ago, Brian, who plays the Scarlet Sprite, found a magical book and managed to bag that book and a couple other items. Do you remember what the other items were, Brian?
I had two books, two artifacts, which were like religious items, and a vial filled with a blue liquid,
Okay,
just off the top of my head.
sounds good.
Yeah.
And so we are going to continue with our solo story tonight based off of some of those items that he found. Thank you.
Yeah. And I also outran the giant death chicken.
The giant death chicken. You might want to be thankful that I don't have that as an HDC file. It wants revenge. It's coming after you.
Yeah. There's no escape.
Um, in our in our recent game, Honey Badger also encountered a magical book, and she brought said book back to the Lifer base, where Brian has his Lifer book. So, Brian, I would like you. Um, we're going to say that this story happens shortly after you guys have returned with this new book that Honey Badger brought in. And you come in, and I want you to make a hearing perception roll as you come into the Lifer apartment area.
I did.
Excellent. Um, you come in, and Honey Badger goes off to her own room with this book. And as you're heading towards your room, you hear a tick, 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 tick sound coming from your apartment or room. What do you do?
Is it like a clicking or a ticking?
It's like a ticking.
Like a timer?
I don't
All
know
right.
if you can
Well,
hear this.
nah, I really can't hear it. There's a lot of distance between me and you.
It's true. But it's a definite ticking sound. It's not a clicking like a mouse or anything like that. What do you do?
Well, I
I
thought
turn
maybe
and walk
somebody was
away.
like loading a gun with the clicking thing.
Ah, no, nothing like that.
Well, I'll run over to my dorm room or whatever we have in the Free Energy Rebels HQ Women's Wing and go into my living quarters.
Okay. Now, where did you hide your book?
I think when I first got there, I hid my stuff somewhere. I know that I hid little things in the knife drawer because the honey badger will never look there. But probably everything else is like hidden in my room and in like a footlocker or
Okay.
something where I could
So
padlock. Not that it would do any good against the claw queen, but
the ticking sound is coming from your footlocker.
the plot thickens. I say, and I'll mention. I wonder what happened to my sprite sense. I'm not sensing anything. So I'll go over to my footlocker and I'll feel it. Does it feel like any warmer than it normally would be?
Warmer? No, but the sound is definitely coming from here. It's like something is moving inside your footlocker.
No, it certainly hasn't opened a gateway to hell. I'll do the finger combination or whatever it is to open the footlocker and see what's in there.
Okay. So you
Okay.
so you open it up, and um, the blue vial that you had gathered along with the book.
Correct.
Okay, the blue vial has shaped itself so that it looks like a pen, and it's tapping on one of the two books that you had in the locker. When you open the locker, the tapping increases. So instead of being every, say, 5 seconds, it's every 2 seconds.
Uh,
Tap, 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 tap. Do you do anything?
Scarlet Sprite will take a big, deep breath and exhale and say, "Okay, I will grab the pen and the book and move it over to like a table and see, and then I'll let go of the pen near the book and see if it continues."
Okay, so you grab hold of the um,
Pen.
you grab hold of the pen and you feel a tingling of energy, and it goes from the pen and it goes through your right arm and it goes around to your left arm, which is holding the book. And so you quickly bring them over to the table and you put them down, and for a second the tingling goes away and the nothing happens. And then all of a sudden the pen stands upright and goes over on top of the closed book, the center of the closed book, and starts tapping in the center of the book. And so you hear that of a pen hitting a book.
Scarlet Sprite just shakes her head. Does the center of the book look any different than what I remember it being from when I locked it away whenever I got to Free Energy HQ?
No, it seems to be the same, but
So the only thing
it's
that's changed is the potion has turned into a pin.
correct.
So Scarlet Sprite says, "Fine, I'll open the book so you can write." So I'll open the book up and find an empty page for it to write on.
Okay, so you open the book, and the pen darts down onto the paper, and it starts scribbling like a whole bunch of like a spider web across the top of the page that you've opened up. And it takes about 20-30 seconds for it to make the top third of the page into like a very intricate spider's web, and then it stops.
So Scarlet Sprite will look at that and, hmm, spider web. I wonder, could this be some sort of like map? I'll grab the pen and the book and I'll start to see if I can carry it somewhere looking for a spider web, if that does anything.
Okay, so you you grab the book. Do you leave the book open?
Yeah, and I'll leave the pen in like the binding in case it closes. The pen will still be at that page.
Okay.
I guess I'll head over into the garage to look for a spider web. Or I know I'm sure there's some cobwebs in Honey Badger's brain, but
Now you're just being mean.
okay. Do I see any spiders in the garage?
You don't. but I want you to make an ego roll.
An ego?
Ego.
Uh, okay. See if that works. I rolled. Yeah, luck's on my side tonight. I made two rolls in a row.
Awesome.
Yes.
What did you make it by?
Two.
Made it by two again. Okay. Um, you're holding on to the book. It's kind of closed over the pen, and all of a sudden the book shakes, and some dust comes out of the book, and it makes you sneeze. Take off 4 points of endurance.
Sure. 36 left.
Okay, and you have an urge to open the book again. Do you?
Yeah, I thought that I left the book open while I was walking.
Oh, I thought you had closed it. Okay,
No, no,
so
I
you,
tried.
so you,
Well,
you,
let's say it's closed so I can open it.
sure.
Sure.
So you open it. The pen jumps up into the air again, and it starts writing as if the spider's web was a font. And it types out. I'm going to put it into the channel here. It types out in a fancy script Mother Goethel's fine cuisine.
Uh, I I'm happy you have good taste. Uh, pen and book, but okay. So I'm gonna leave the garage and go back into my room before somebody sees me,
Okay,
and shut the door. I'll put the book back on the table, and I'll pull out whatever little device I have and Google Mother Goethel's fine cuisine.
okay. So um, make a perception roll.
Sure. Can I do three in a row? Woohoo!
Ooh, even better. I got by four this time.
Ah,
Um, so you do a search, and at first it doesn't come back with any type of response. And then the pen starts jumping again, and the pen starts writing out again in that spidery script, and it writes out an address. Now, when you type that address into your search engine, it tells you that's for a mall.
is it in New York?
Yes, yes, it is.
Is it in Western New York or over in the big city?
It is in the big city, but it is uh, in the Hungarian district.
All right. So let's say I get my gear together. I go over and I listen to Honey Badger's room, and I just hear snoring. How's that?
Sounds good?
And I'll go get on Dragon the super cycle and kind of push it away from the garage for a little while, so I don't start it because it does make noise.
So
And
you're
then
trying to be sneaky when you're leaving.
correct.
Excellent. Okay,
And then when I think I'm far enough pushing it down the road,
you'll fire
I'll
it up.
bump start it and I'll go. I'm heading back into the city on Dragon the super cycle at 113 miles an hour.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
Okay. put the pen into a pocket and the book into like I don't know, maybe I got a little backpack that I carry, or I don't know. I'm sure I got some kind of saddlebag, but I think I'd rather have the book on a backpack. Ooh, something's going on. Something was being loaded. Here we go. It's cool. I love Tabletop Simulator. Have you loaded anything more than what looks like a couple of like computer screens? I didn't get any of it. Looks cool though.
Um,
It's a couple like shadows like right here. There's supposed to be something there, but it isn't there. I think my tabletop simulator is loading when we play very well anymore. But that's okay.
this is what you should see.
Yeah, I don't get any of that. You want me to try to refresh or whatever?
Sure.
Reload? How do I do that? Just go, come in and out again?
Yes.
All right, let's see. How about main menu? Want to exit the main menu? Sure. I could do what I wanted to. Now I've done it. Got the donut going. Yeah, that doesn't really look like anything that I had going on. Close the program and try again. I'll be right back. Please stand by. They're having technical difficulties. Splat. Anyway, meanwhile,
Back at the ranch.
Scarlet Sprite is driving back into the city alone. And there's not a giant death chicken to be seen.
Yeah, it's because they're all chasing you. That's why you can't see them.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, buddy. All I got out of those two TV screens tonight.
So I've added streaming on my on what I've got here. I'm not 100% sure where it's streaming to, but
Let's see. I get a little window up here, and Discord, I guess.
that's you going live though.
Oh, so that didn't help. How do I get out of this? Alive. And I never really figured out how to work Discord properly. I'm gonna pop in and out of Discord real quick.
Okay.
Just left. Alright, let's see. How do I disconnect? Okay. Well, it's not in the air tonight for me to see this, but I can see your screenshot and probably tell you where I'm moving to. I guess. It's kind of lame.
So now I should be live. Can you see my screen now?
Let me see if I can watch the stream. Yeah, I can.
All right. So there's a little motorcycle over here in this part of the table, right beside two white vehicles. So you park your cycle
Oh, I
there.
see me there. Yeah, there I am.
All right. Now, can you bring can you bring your figurine there?
Yeah, here it comes. Come here. Wow. Yeah, my computer's only a couple years old. It shouldn't be that bad. Wow. Lost my figure underneath this highlight ad. Either that I chucked her for a loop. Oh, I'm tearing apart this stuff. I certainly didn't make it over there, did I?
I am not seeing you.
You can try to bring in another one.
No, that's okay. I've got her.
Okay, good.
I will bring her up.
Glad you're doing well tonight. Where'd I go? Did I
You went
delete?
underneath.
Okay.
Can you see yourself now?
No, I don't see anything there that I can grab either.
I put you on top again.
Sorry, buddy. There's nothing there for me to grab.
Okay. So you get to the mall, you park your
Okay.
cycle.
Yeah.
Are
In
you
a safe
going in?
spot with the pen and the book. Yes.
Now, are you going in as you are? Are you going invisible?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if the sprite's paying attention yet. I haven't really been attacked or doing anything. So I'm going in there looking like Scarlet Sprite,
All
not
right.
invisible.
Invisible?
No.
Not invisible. Okay. All right.
Something has to be happening for the sprite to pay attention. Just going for a ride isn't enough. Oh yeah, there is a motorcycle right there. That's rad. There.
So you go up and you go through the doors, and off to your left is Tower Records.
I haven't heard that name in forever.
No music, no life. Tower Records is a store
Great.
there. And on the other side, there's the Love Shack Bar and Grill.
With max headroom still.
And Max Headroom is having fun in the background there. It's true.
Love Shack.
You continue on into the mall.
I do. I'm not messing around with the record store. Although I could probably go buy a MP 2072 of some country songs on my way out. Is there anybody in the
Oh yes, the mall
mall?
is quite busy. Matter of fact, because you're invisible, people can't see you. They're almost always trying to walk into you.
Yeah,
So
but
you
I wasn't invisible.
oh sorry.
I'm
So
sorry.
they look at you kind of funny because you're still wearing a motorcycle helmet as you're
Well,
walking inside, and you've got this
actually,
book.
Scarlet Sprite doesn't really look like she has a motorcycle helmet on. She looks like that picture that I post.
Okay,
I definitely have a mask on and a Scarlet Sprite body stocking.
Okay.
But yeah, I look like some kind of weirdo carrying a pen and a book.
So
And
you start wandering through the mall and you're looking for this Mother Gothel's fine cuisine. And so you wander, but you're not seeing this store.
okay,
You wander through to the back and there's some other stores around here, but nothing that says fine cuisine. You double
it's
check cuz you're sure that you didn't mess anything up that way, but nothing here.
so
Nothing seems to be on the main level.
Scarlet Sprite's going to just out of curiosity go back to Tower Records and
Okay.
go in there and look for Mother Goethel's fine cuisine in the record section.
Ooh, okay.
If there's a person in there, I'll just ask them. Have you ever heard of a group called Mother Goethel's Fine Cuisine? It could be a movie.
The person says, "Well, it really doesn't sound all that familiar to me,
I'm gonna look
but
around for some.
I will take a look and see if I have anything in my database."
Thank you. And I'll look over. I'll start poking around in here.
How do you spell that?
So Scarlet Sprite says Mothergoethel Fine Cuisine. Mother Goethel's Fine Cuisine.
Okay, so he tries again. Uh,
And oh, I'm sorry. The Scarlet Sprite goes and looks for whatever little whatever they use now, like we have MP4s or whatever now of some old country tunes that she's gonna buy
okay,
for her rides.
so while the staff person is looking up Mother Gothel's, you go and you start rifling through. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, just old country songs, mountain music type ones.
Okay. Make a perception roll.
Oh boy, just wait until I fail, aren't you? There you go.
Okay, so you're searching and you can't find anything matching that description.
Bummer.
Are you gonna try looking for something different?
No, I just listen to mountain music. I'm from Appalachia. It's not
Appalachia.
surprising that there's no, yeah, the Blue Ridge Mountains and all that stuff, or Smoky Mountain Ridge or whatever. I don't,
Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. No?
yeah, better be doing that than me. Let's put it that way. So Scarlet Sprite figures out it's tough to find that old music now, um, and goes back over to the clerk or whatever over here.
Okay.
Any luck with that request, sir?
And when you get up to the desk, make an ego roll again.
Ego roll. Bizarre. Yeah, I'm fluctuating between multiple screens now because my tabletop simulator is not working. So, second, please. There it is. Here we go. Come on, ego. I
Okay,
ju- I I did it. I guess.
so he starts to say, "No, I'm sorry, ma'am, I haven't been able to," and then you sneeze. Achoo! And your sprite sense, you feel like pixie dust. And he goes, "Oh, wait." And he says, "As it turns out, we do."
So
So
Scarlet
he,
Sprite just kind of blinks a few times, like, and I look around, and
okay,
then I focus back in on the staff member
okay.
guy.
So he's writing down some numbers and he puts them on a piece of paper and then he walks around and you follow him.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so you follow him and he starts off down this aisle in here and he's looking on the top shelf and he's, well, it's supposed to be right around here and he's down near the corner of the bookshelf and he says, make another ego roll. Well, he doesn't say that, but you know.
No.
Failed by two.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay, so he's standing there. He says, "Well, it says it's supposed to be right here in this corner. Let me just go back and double check." So he leaves you there, and he goes back and he looks at his computer screen again.
Now would be a great time to have that that uh, concealment skill, but I don't have that. So I'm gonna start looking around where he was looking, pulling stuff out,
Okay,
handling things.
make another ego roll.
Did it that time.
Oh, okay. So you're looking, and he starts walking back to you. And he says, "Yeah, that's the area it's supposed to be in." And you sneeze again, and again you have that pixie dust feeling. And all of a sudden you see a little CD, and it
I,
says Mother Goethel's Fine Cuisine.
I grab it.
Okay, you grab it, and you feel that energy again,
Oh,
like
you're
the magic feeling, the magical sense, and you
magic tingle feeling.
magic tingle feely. And so you say to him, "I've got it."
Yes, I will take this one and I put everything else back.
Okay. So you come up to the counter, and he says that'll be $20.
Okay. I pull out I don't actually have wealth, but
It's just $20. I'm sure you got
okay.
$20.
All right. Well, I don't know how things go that I'm on a little stipend from whatever. Uh, so I dig out whatever I've got out of my, you know, bra bank and hand it to him
Okay. And he, so you give him a 20?
or whatever it takes.
Yeah. And so he runs it through the till, gives you a receipt, asks you if you want a bag.
I, of course, I want a bag and the receipt, please.
Okay.
I'm a business person. I dress like this. It's a costume I wear.
Cosplay. Okay. That's cool.
Um, and I actually look at him and I mouth the words free energy to him
Okay.
without actually saying it.
Yeah. And he looks at you, uh,
and I kind of give him the eyebrow thing, like, yep.
He uh, he kind of nods at you, puts the CD into a bag and puts the receipt into the bag, and he hands the bag to you very slowly and have a nice day. Thank
And
you,
I nod
thank you for buying at Tower Records.
and thank you. I enjoyed my stay here. Um,
So
and
you,
I was happy with your help. You have a nice day, and I'll exit as quickly as I can.
okay, so where are you exiting to?
Well, I think it's time to go see if there's a spot that's open in the bar, like way in the back in a dark area to have a seat
In the Love Shack?
in the love shack. It's a bar and grill. What do you want from me? And once I'm in there, I'll open the CD and see if it's actually is a CD or what else is in there.
Okay. So you go over
Or
and you find a table, and after a couple of minutes, a girl comes up to you and gives you a menu. Do you want a drink?
uh, as long as I can put it on whatever form of charge card there is these days,
Sure.
credits, and I'll order. What does Scarlet Sprite drink?
Well, you're probably into Coke products. You like Sprite.
Right. 1 second, please. Yeah. I will order a Sprite with a lime and a lemon in it.
Excellent. Okay. And so she leaves the menu and she goes uh, back to the front. Now, this place is fairly busy. Of the six, eight tables that you can see, um, five of them are occupied. People look at you when you come in as you sit down at a table, but they don't really pay much attention to you.
So I'll open the CD or whatever the equivalent of the music is now.
It is a CD or is a CD box.
So I'll tear into the CD box.
Okay, so as you're opening it, what have you done with the pen and the book?
The pen, I think I put it into a pocket, and the book is still in my little pack,
Okay, so
so I can pull those
your
out
pocket
too.
starts jumping.
All right, I'll pull the pen out,
Okay, and
and
you
I'll get the book out of the pack
okay,
or the knapsack or whatever it is I carry around. Bag.
all right. Make an ego roll again.
Sorry,
Okay,
like law.
the you've got the CD, you've opened it up, you've got this tingling sensation, you've got the book open, the pen, you grab hold of the pen and the pen separates into a blue pen and a black pen. And they separate and it causes a shimmering in the book. And you sneeze again.
So my character is not really understanding what's going on, but she also thinks she's very happy that there's none of the other free energy folks here to
Witness this?
get in her way of figuring out what's going on. Yeah, she doesn't need any witnesses. Black and blue pins. What is in the CD case?
Nothing. Matter of fact, from the outside, it looked like it had a sleeve, like a cover of something. But when you open it up, it's empty. He
The
stole it.
Scarlet
He stole it
Sprite.
back. What did he do?
The CD case turns into the black pens. I don't need this anymore. I'll put it into my pack
You put what into your
and
pack?
the CD case
Okay.
because it's now a black pen. And I'll open the magic book for a second and see what the pens do.
Okay.
To a new page
You
if
go
I
to a new
can.
page. All right. Make your ego roll again.
Yeah.
Again, you sneeze, and again, you have that pixie dust feeling. And the pens go to like your book is open, so you've got like two pages, and so the blue pen is on the right page, and the black pen is on the left page, but they're beside each other. And then they start to write, and the blue pen writes Mother Goethel, and the black pen does Mother Gothel, but it does it backwards. And you're kind of watching, and the the tingling of magic goes through it, and it puts out Mother Gothel's fine cuisine, and then um, dust springs up out of the book, and it kind of covers you and expands out and fills the entire room. And then everything changes. The the TV screens disappear and they become um, old lettered scrolls with writing on them. Not writing that you can recognize. The the fine wooden table becomes an old um, birch wood, and it's very weird and peculiar looking. The people that were here change.
So Scarlet Sprite will say Mother Gothel's fine cuisine, I presume.
Make a perception roll.
But there it goes. Yeah, just barely.
Did you succeeded by two on your perception? Very good.
I did.
Okay. Um, your sprite personality
Uh oh.
is looking around and you don't see humans anymore. It looks like you see goblins, maybe a rat folk, a couple dwarves, and they're sitting and drinking ale. And you see this old grandmotherly figure. I've just posted an image on our file.
Great. Just have some cookies.
Yes. And she comes out of the back area and she talks to some of the patrons, and they they laugh and they takes some of her cookies, and then she notices you sitting there, and she heads over towards you. You might almost think that the waitress who served you, that this would be her grandmother or something like that. She has that familial look to her,
Right.
and she says, "Hello, my sweet. Would you like some cookies?"
I will say, I'm always sweet for a cookie. Would you be Mother Goethel?
Oh, you've come in search of me. Yes, yes, I am Mother Gothel. And she puts the plate down on the table beside you. Make an ego roll. What have you brought? Such a lovely looking book. May I look at it?
How does my sprite feel about that?
Yeah, not good.
The sprite character will say no, not yet.
No, no. What do you mean? You come to my establishment, you ask for me by name, and you don't want something from me? Have a cookie, dear. They're wonderful. Do you eat
This
a cookie?
Scarlet will say, "Don't mind him. He's always like that." And I'll take a cookie.
Okay.
I I break it apart and smell it.
Oh, it smells heavenly.
So, Mother Gothel, this is Scarlet speaking. I've come a long way, and I'm not sure why I'm here.
What have you brought to Mother Gothel?
I have this book and these two pens. Oh, and by the way, I'm inhabited by a magical being I call a sprite.
You're possessed?
I'm not possessed by him, or I wouldn't be speaking. We're together. And she makes like a circular motion with her hand.
Make
Maybe
an
kind of
ego
throw.
roll.
I've done something wrong. Just barely.
Just barely. What is your favorite type of cookie?
Um, Oatmeal and raisins, probably.
Oh my, this is an oatmeal raisin cookie. It's basically calling out to you to eat it.
So I start eating the cookie.
You start eating the cookie, and Sprite goes, "No, don't eat the cookie! Stop it!" Make another ego roll.
Don't eat the cookie. Just more or less. Yeah.
Succeeded by zero. Tum, tum, tum.
Dum dum dum.
Have another, dear. There. Fabulous. I'm sure that with a second cookie, all your dreams will come true.
I don't think so, Mother Gothel.
Ah, make an ego roll.
Sprite will speak. We're not having another cookie.
Dum, dum, dum.
That was a good one.
She looks at you. You turn down Mother Gothel's hospitality. Then the cookies aren't free. The price is the black pen. And she holds her hand out.
What does the black pin do when she holds her hand out?
It stops moving.
Um,
The
the
pen,
black
child. Give me the pen.
uh, black pin, says Scarlet speaking, is really just this case, and I hand her the case.
I do not wish the case. I want the black pen.
I think a black pin is worth more than a cookie.
It's not just a cookie, dear. It is
Scarlet
magic.
Scarlet Sprite makes a move with her hand and says, "I'm kind of figuring out that I this is pretty magic." Um, so I get the black pin and I hand it over to Mother Goethel.
Okay, so you give her the pen, and she looks at it longingly. Ah, yes, yes, this. And she clutches it and brings it close to her chest.
So
Thank you, my child.
the sprite will say, "I think that's yours."
You may go now. I no longer need your services. And she starts to fade, but your
Boy,
book starts glowing stronger, brighter, like it's trying to overcome whatever is happening here.
I will take the book.
Mother Gothel looks at the book as it's starting to glow, and she gets a look of fear, and she steps away from you.
So the sprite will say, "Are you afraid of the book, Mother Goethel?"
I have my pen. I fear nothing.
So I stand up with the book and the pen, and then Scarlet will say, "Well, um, it's been entertaining," and I take the rest of the cookie too.
Okay.
Do you mind if I have a cookie to go?
She moves away from you. Um, have as many cookies as you need, my dear. I have my pen. Your payment has been processed. Thank you very much. And all of a
Okay.
sudden, the you sneeze again, and everything slowly goes back to normal, except that you're standing beside the table now, and sitting. Your book coalesces and turns into a girl who is now sitting across from you, and she looks confused, and she
So
says to you, "Did did you defeat Mother Gothel?"
Scarlet kind of just stammers, and the sprite says, "I held my own."
Very, very interesting.
And then Scarlet will say, "Yeah, it was." Cookie?
No, you should not eat any more of those cookies. They will bring Mother Gothel back, and she is not a good person.
Oh. So I stuff the cookie in the bag. Oh. Should I purge what I've ate?
I think it's too late for that,
Oh no.
but I don't know
Oh.
100%, so
So Sprite is thinking, and Scarlet's kind of thinking, "Oh God, no! Don't tell me that some kind of alien's going to come out of my guts. It's a terrible way to die." So Scarlet says, "And who are you? And why did you turn from a book into you?"
I am a creation of magic. You may call me Liluija, and I have been brought to your world for some reason I do not understand. Perhaps you have a battle that you are partaking in.
Well, it's nothing magical that we're battling over energy, really. But somehow I've managed to find these. And then Scarlet says, kind of rolls her eyes, a side quest into this magical uh, world. Um, do you want to go back into the book now, or we can go someplace else?
I do not wish to be entrapped in the book anymore,
Um,
but I would like to stay with you because I feel drawn to you.
that was the book gone.
Uh, no, the book is still there, but it no longer glows with energy.
So I hand the book to Luigi and I put the pen into my pocket and I hold out my hand.
Would you kindly hold on to the book yourself? It trapped me for a while. I do not wish to be potentially bound by it again.
I put the book into the bag.
Okay. And you
And
offered
I
your
said,
hand to her?
"Yeah," I said, "Come on, let's get out of here."
So she steps up and she's wearing old quality clothing. Not not current trends, nothing like that. It, she almost looks like an old gypsy, except that she's a young girl.
We're gonna have to do something about your outfit there, Luigi.
I will gladly go with you. I just do not want to touch the book.
Yeah, I put the book away. Don't worry about it in the pack. And I said, "Come on, I've got a place where we can go, where maybe we can get some help, especially if Mother Goethel is gonna come out of my guts tonight or at the first full moon."
I hope not.
So
So she
Luigi,
follows you out.
and I'll tell Luigi now that where we just came from was where I met Mother Goethel, and it didn't look like that. So clearly, I went to some other time or place.
It is possible. My own spells don't work just yet. I need time to recover and recoup them.
We gotta go.
I agree.
So we'll exit and go out to the bike, and I'll put her onto the bike, and I'll tell her we're going to go now, and this is what we use as transportation now. You're just gonna have to hold on and trust me.
Oh, okay.
So I put a helmet on her.
Okay.
I fire up the Dragon Supercycle, and I head back to Free Energy HQ out
Okay.
by Buffalo or Western New York or wherever it is.
So you get to the um, complex, and there's a big hole in the wall where Honey Badger's room used to be. And you can hear a cackling laughter off in the distance. What do you do?
So I tell Luigi to hold on. I think something bad happened, and I'm gonna take off after the honey badger slash Mother Goethel character.
Okay, you don't see anybody. You can hear laughter, but you can see that there is a hole in the wall where Honey Badger's room was.
Was, but the rest of the building's still there.
Yes,
All right, so I'll just pop it into gear and I'll go through the hole in the wall.
it's on the
I
second
tell
floor. Sorry.
no, it's cool. I'll park the bike
Okay,
and I'll tell Luigi, come on, and
so you.
I'll climb up the wall.
Oh, okay. You have climbing?
I I do. I spent some money on it for
Good.
points.
Good for you. Okay, so you go
Yeah,
climbing.
there we
Make
go.
your climbing roll. Succeeded by
Just
one.
barely.
Okay,
And I'll reach my hands down when I get up there for Luigi to grab onto, and I'll pull her up.
okay. So she comes up with you.
All right. What happened to Honey Badger's room? I'm never gonna hear about the end of it.
Make a make an ego roll.
Nope.
Nope.
Not that bad though.
Okay. Lil Ouija says dark magic was used here. Dark magic was used here. Is that one of your friends? And she points inside, and you can see Honey Badger, unconscious, um, lying on what looks to be the remains of a bed that has been consumed by fire.
We'll run over to Honey Badger and say, "Yeah, uh, friends might be a stretch, but she's a comrade in arms." I'll use my paramedic skill on Honey Badger.
Okay.
Using a lot of skills I don't normally get to use tonight. Yes. She dead?
She is not dead. She's breathing very shallowly, though.
Okay. Doesn't look good. She says shallow breathing. Do we have like an infirmary at Free Energy HQ?
Not per se.
All right.
Lil
I'm
Ouija
going to.
says to you, hold her still, she may buck and complain. And she reaches into one of the on her dress what looked like patches, like it was a skirt that has been ripped and torn many times
Uh,
and just mended with other things. Well, she reaches into one of these and she pulls out some kind of herb and she sprinkles it over Honey Badger's head, and the soot that was covering her starts to dissipate, and Honey Badger starts to recover.
good.
And
I'm gonna
that's where we're
hear
going to
about
stop.
this. Yeah, but before that, Scarlet Sprite says, "I'm gonna hear about this."
I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
Is that it for tonight then?
That's it for tonight. I hope you
Hey,
enjoyed.
thanks for running, Sean. Yeah, it's fun.
Good.
Nice to be the star for a few minutes and get to do a couple things. I
Indeed.
ate the cookie.
Yes, yes, you did.
Now, and I do have another one of those cookies. I lost the black pen, but I still have the book and the blue pen, and I have Luigi. So, all in all, not too bad, I guess.
Yep.
course.
I'm gonna stop recording now.
Yeah,